Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to the first episode of another of my Civilization V Vox Populi series. So as usual, because this is the first episode, we will go through the settings, we will check the mods, all the kind of stuff, but once again there will be no voting on the starting location. I decided that for myself, which means we will be able to start playing right away in this episode. So let's start with the mods. As you can see, it's just the full Vox Populi package, version 3.3.1. As usual, I will leave links in the description where you can download this version. It's going to be both the official page, and I'll also try to remember and save this patch file on my Google Drive, so you have two options where to get it. Another thing that you will find on my Google Drive will be the initial save file. So once again, if you want to play with me, you'll be able to save the or get the original save there. So that's the mod, and now let's check the settings for this game. Let's check the save that we're gonna be playing. I already talked about this last time. There was a pretty significant actually rework for Rome, and I wanted to try that. I checked some other options. I checked some modded saves, but I'm actually not a big fan of the modded saves that I found. There are quite a few, but none of them was like interesting enough for me to immediately say, holy crap, this is what I want to try. This looks just interesting enough. I'm not saying that they are bad, just I don't know, not something that will immediately catch my attention, and I'm kind of looking forward to playing Rome this time, the reworked Rome, so that's what we're gonna do. There is the setup, advanced setup. So we are going with the standard Pangea map, not even Pangea Plus, because for Rome, I want to have city-states on the continent, not around the continent on islands. You'll see why once we get to the Rome unique ability. As I said, standard size, with that, the usual amount of AIs and city-states, so 16 city-states. 7 AIs will be playing against us. Deity difficulty, epic game pace, all of the usual settings that I'm using every time, and no tech trading, brokering, no ancient ruins, disabled starting base, quick combat, raging barbarians. I like the super raging barbarians. I'm not sure if they actually changed, because since the previous series there were some changes, but I couldn't find the patch notes for the patch before 3.3.0, or what was it, 3.3.1? Just for one of the patches, I couldn't find the patch notes. So I'm not sure if they changed how crazy the barbarians are. I hope not, because I had quite a lot of fun with that. It is kind of broken when you are playing Authority, but it's not my problem. The devs want to have the barbarians like that, so I will just play along and take advantage of it. Well, transparent diplomacy as usual. So that's the settings. There is the start. So let's jump into the game. And here we can talk about the Rome specific stuff. Where do we start? I guess with the glory of Rome. City-states can be forcefully annexed if heavy tribute can be demanded from them. Conquered city-states provide rewards as if they were friends. If militaristic, they also spawn units as if they were allies. This is interesting. So we can take city-states. They will still do city-states things, but we will be fully controlling them. So that's like cities on steroids. And in case of militaristic city-states, free units, a lot of free units. That's something, and we can get this way units that we otherwise would never be able to get. Like each militaristic city-state has a specific unit that like a Civ specific unit basically. So we could get some crazy combinations here. Depends on how many city-states we get, of course. It's possible that all of the militaristic ones will be on the other side of the map, and we actually won't get much out of that. But there should be at least some city-states nearby with this map setting, so that we will be able to at least annex some of them. I'm really hoping, though, we get at least one militaristic city-state. Then 15% production towards buildings present in the capital. That's what Rome always had. And we have unique unit, unique building. So Legion, replacement for Swordsman, still requires iron. Starts with cover 1. But more interestingly, they can build forts and roads, and also they have a pilum promotion that deals damage to surrounding units as long as the legion is fortified. This could be really strong in a defensive war if you put a legion into a fort somewhere. It could just sit there, keep healing, never attack, but still do quite a lot of damage, and then you will have archers that will be just finishing off the damaged units. Something like that. I'm actually looking forward to trying to find a way how to really take advantage of Pilum, really do a lot of damage with it. So that's one thing. And then we have Colosseum, which is a replacement for the arena. When a unit defeats an enemy unit in battle, receive 5 Golden Age points in the city, scaling with era. If the unit was created by the city, also receive 10 general points and 10 admiral points, scaling with era. City connections produce 2% more gold. So the first part basically means cities that have Colosseums get Golden Age points when we kill a unit, and then on top of that, cities that created the unit that got the kill, if it has Colosseum, give general and admiral points. So we should have some extra generals, which is nice. They'll be giving us forts, and we'll try to combine that with the legions. Sit there during wars, do passive damage with pilums. That's the plan. Until we start attacking, of course. But I really want to know how broken the legions can be in defense when they just sit there and do damage to everything around them. For some reason, I really like the idea. I don't know why. Also, the Golden Ages should be much more common if we fight a lot, so that could be something. We'll see how much of a difference those few points can make in the end. Then +1 tourism for every 3 citizens in the city. Who cares? We are not going for tourism, really. Barracks, forges, armory give +2 production. That's the usual stuff you get from arenas. -1 happiness from boredom, blah, blah, blah. Nearby perfume and olives. Olives give extra yields. We won't have any perfume around our starting location, which is the more interesting one. I actually have one tile with olives nearby, but the food and gold, that's not like that interesting. Okay, so here's the starting location. Let's actually... Oh, we do have the yields turned on. I didn't want like a broken starting location. I wanted a decent starting location, but not something as strong as we had last time. So I like this. We can start it next to a river on a hill. That's great. We will have 3 food tile next to us, but it's a swamp, so it's nice very early, but later it's gonna be more like a pain in the ass to rework it into something more useful. We have a T as our starting luxury, which is quite decent, but I think they changed T. I think T had or used to have 10% production as a monopoly. Now it has culture. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that for us the production would probably be a little bit better. And then we have olives as the secondary resource, but it doesn't really mean anything. The yields are not that great. It's quite far away from where I want to start the city. I want to go or want to start the capital on the hill. So before we get to the olives, it won't be really that relevant. And that's all I know about the starting location. I didn't even move the scout before I decided to go for this. So let's start exploring and see what is around us. As I said, jump on the hill. There is another swamp. So we'll have decent amount of food with also all of the river farms that we'll eventually get. We may have problems with production. I mean, the initial production won't be bad with the tea for sure, but like long-term production, we do have some hills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I have quite a few. I think like the mid-game production might be a bit of an issue. We'll probably need an early engineer to get the manufacturer and solve the production that way. Also, there is a good chance that we get like horses around us and cattle, so that would definitely help with production. Now, we need to find city-states. Oh, there is coast. Do we want to move the capital to the coast here? Possibly. We could do that. Is it worth it? What would we be trading? We would be trading 2 tiles with tea for a coast location. It's probably not worth it. We would still have a 3-food tile next to the capital. We would probably end up with even less production. It looks like there is a desert on this side. Now, I don't think I want to do that. I'm tempted, but I think I'll pass. Let's see what's down here. Nothing that would change my mind. I mean, I still have 1 turn to decide. We have India in the game. We would get marble, so we would have 3 different luxuries around the capital. Before we get to these 2, it won't really make a difference. There's gonna be a nice city down here somewhere. You of course want to get the monopoly on the tea as soon as possible. Yeah, I'll stay here. Okay, let's grow to size 2 as quickly as possible. Start with the monument. All of the usual stuff. And we want to do as much exploring as possible before the barbarians go crazy. What do we want to start with here? Wheel, as usual, to get Stonehenge if possible. There's... Oh, hey, we did get militaristic city-state. Pathfinder joins your expedition? Did they change that when you are first one to... the first one to find militaristic city-state that you get a unit out of it? That's new to me. Yeah, Ember, and what's your specific unit? Carolian. Do we care about Carolians? Carolians are melee. We will have tons of melee units by the time the Carolians start spawning. So this is actually not great. I was hoping that we could get some unique ranged unit. That would be the best. Not even mounted ranged unit, just a normal ranged unit. I think that's what I would like the most. Okay, so I will... What I'm gonna do with the Pathfinder, probably take him back, to be honest, and get rid of him. I'll get the extra money. Because I don't want to explore with 2 Pathfinders. 2 Pathfinder, yeah, we would explore faster, sure. I don't really care that much about super fast exploring. What I'm more interested in is to explore with one Pathfinder and give him all of the exploration experience to once again end up with like super experienced explorer unit in the end with like 3 movement and like a super vision range, all the kind of stuff. I want to have that on one unit. That's what I'm trying to say. And the second Pathfinder would be just taking experience away from this guy. Next. Okay, barbarians are here. That was fast. Move back. Move back, I guess. We could explore up here. It's probably gonna be just coast here. That would be my guess. So hopefully there won't be any barbarians for a while there. And yeah, you are going home. You are going there. We need to take the swordsman home as well. Because for a while, we just have to make sure we don't get totally overwhelmed by barbarians. Now, how much can we get for you? 15 gold. That's not much. But we are also losing 1 gold per turn as long as this guy is alive. So... just... oh no, they're free? These guys don't have upkeep? Was it always like that? I just somehow didn't know. Or did I forget? No, they had to change it. I'm actually not sure. Well, whatever. Still, I don't want 2 Pathfinders. There is Panama City. Where is that? Up here. Budapest longs for a slinger. I mean, I could. 100 gold, so it's basically gonna pay for itself. How much are slingers? 100. Where is a slinger? Here, 95. We have 35, so that's 130. We would be paying 1 gold per point of influence, basically. And then there is the other quest. It's still not enough to get an alliance unless we do both like at the same time. Then we would get an alliance for like 4 turns. Are you friendly? You are neutral. We'll see. The question is, like, do we really care about the city-state quest? We probably just want to get as many units as possible early and then move those units towards the nearby city-states and just annex them. And we don't have to worry about any city-state quests that way. Okay, let's get some production. Now, what do we want next? We need to get to this tea. Border growth. Oh, there actually is perfume. We want the border to grow either here or here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to get Stonehenge. The production is bad. You kind of need to get the forest if you want to have a decent chance of getting Stonehenge. Well, nothing I can do right now. I'll just keep going. Next. Okay, you are now moving back. And you can keep exploring. probably don't have to sit in the city. Let's move here. We'll sit in front of the city next to the river to have some extra vision around here. Next. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, Panama City, what are you? You are friendly, maritime, you have incense, okay. I think at this point we will just turn off the yields. If there was one more city-state here, that would be great. Why the hell would Panama City target the Barbarian camp that's so far away? Next. Really? There is a camp behind us now? Seems the barbarians are still pretty crazy. Ooh, this could be an interesting city. So much rice around here. There is copper, corn, potentially double bananas. Yeah, and now we will have to work 2 food tile this early. That sucks. How much money do we have? Not enough. Let's go this way, because that will allow us to move a little bit further, and we have to go home. We need authority opener and go after barbarians. It's as simple as that. Hey, King Solomon Mines. That's a production wonder. So a city on top of the copper, starting to look pretty damn good. Okay, what do we want next? I don't think we need to go pottery next. I think animal husbandry with this star, it makes sense. It's, I would say, almost guaranteed that we'll find horses or cattle. We might even find sheep on these hills. What is the long-term plan here? Most likely pottery after animal husbandry. And then bronze working to check for iron. And based on that, if you find any, either go iron working or switch to like writing. Or at least calendar. Because of course I would like to get legions early. If we get the iron. Next. What happened there? Why did we get the Golden Age points? We had a quest to find the natural wonder? I had no idea. I didn't notice that one. And we got a unit from them. Okay. Well, that is nice. And unexpected. I really didn't notice. Can we do a barbarian camp with this? Well, if it was right next to the city, then probably, but I don't think I want to move away from the city and get surrounded somewhere. Now the slinger looks a lot more interesting. Maybe the first unit that we buy, gifted. And just have a friend that will give us units back over time. Okay, guys, let's stay where you are. Yeah, we need more production desperately. And I can't afford to buy any tiles. That's the problem. How long? Oh, one turn until we get the new tile. Please be the forest. Well, we are not going there. Fingers crossed. Nope. Okay, now, do we buy the tea? Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have a choice, really. I need that production because suddenly the Stonehenge isn't like turn 51 or something like that, but it's turn 43 instead, which is a lot more reasonable. But also means we can forget the slinger. Can we go here? Use the city-state as a shield against barbarians. Explore a tiny bit more. Oh, there is a... barbarians everywhere. Yeah, we are just waiting for social policy. Budapest desires trade route. Well, I'll try. It's interesting that we can already ask for tribute. That was a quick Pantheon. Who the hell was that? And what did you pick? Good of Expanse. That's making me nervous. Come on, give me something good from animal husbandry. Well, there are horses up here. And there's cattle here. There are more horses down here. What about... Oh, this city is just busted. Unfortunately, 2 tiles with horses are just out of range. What I could do is forget about the mines, settle the city here, get literally everything. And just give the mines to a city here? That's a little too far from the capital, though. A city here would be ideal. No, it's still a little too far. We could do a city here. Just pass on the cattle. You will cover all of this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. City here, and just be sad that the mine is just out of range. What about the city here? That's also a hill. We'll pick up all of this. Oh, that might be even better. We'll just give up on the river. But that will be the mine in range. Yeah, that might be better. But I'm saying this is jewelry. Well, that is unlikely. Okay, now decisions. Probably should go pottery before bronze working. I don't like how much we are delaying archers. But we will have relatively early spearmen. I have no idea what Pantheon to go for here. Look at the city-state quest. Like, they want us, they want like everything from us. Whatever you do, I will give you something for it. First influential culture, really? Okay, how long until the border grows again? Because that'll be the horses. And with the horses, we also have to start thinking about the work. Now, when we annex a city-state, do we get all of its stuff? Because Budapest already had units everywhere. So do we get like 6 extra units, extra worker? I didn't test the unique abilities. I don't know what exactly it gives if the units disappear, or if only like military unit disappear, or if the civilians disappear as well. Because then, can we somehow abuse this ability in some way? Probably not. City-states don't have settlers. So we probably won't. Just make sure that when we are annexing the city-state, that there is a worker there. And hopefully that workers annexed this way don't get the prisoner of war. Excuse me. Where are all of the barbarians? There is India. I'm not sure if I'm happy that we have India nearby. That's a lot of religious pressure. Maybe I'll just give up on religion because of that. Yeah, it has to be authority. There is so much culture running around. I think if I should just stick to the opener and go progress. But Dominance, again, it's so much science. And if I pick these two, then I may as well finish the whole thing. Where do we go? And are we strong enough to go anywhere? I should be able to defend the capital with just Pathfinder for now, I think. And send our warriors to the camp, maybe. Or try to go after this camp, try to be a hero. Problem with this camp is it's behind the river. Hopefully India isn't like super close. Who the hell has 20 production? Okay, so ideally I'd like to attack from here and from here, so we are not attacking across the river. Statue. That was a quick statue of Zeus. That's someone with 20 production just going nuts. Holy crap, that was fast. What the hell? I don't have... What? I don't have Stonehenge. Even though I started working on it as soon as possible. And someone managed to get the Statue of Zeus before me? This is gonna be a restart because there is someone running away with the game from turn 1. What the hell happened? I honestly can't think of anyone who would be this broken. It had to be some insane starting location. But I can't even think of like this, how the starting location would have to look like for them to be this fast. What happened? This happened. How did it happen? Look how far ahead of India he is. It's just one. What? One extra social policy? How does he have 3 social policies? When you gain a city, one of 3 unique luxuries will appear nearby. 5% to yields and golden age duration modifiers from whatever. 2 to yields and happiness from global monopoly. Oh, right. He has immediate global monopoly with extra yields. He has 1 city, right? Yeah. I think I understand. And this is a replacement for Garden, so he doesn't have that. He is just running away. This is a replacement for Swordsman. He doesn't have that either yet, but it's coming soon, and that's gonna be Chris Swordsman Carpets of Doom. That's gonna be worse than Impy. It's just guaranteed run away. Did they change this? I don't remember Indonesia being this fast. And I have a feeling they added this sentence. And that I blame for the craziness. But he still has to have some ridiculous starting location. Okay, nice. That's gonna be fun. The good thing is 7 tags? What? Am I really just that bad? Okay, so hopefully Budapest helps us take the camp. I don't know which Pantheon I want to take. I might go for Goddess of Wisdom. Or just go to war and go crazy. Because I have a feeling this is gonna be a brutal series. Damn, he's gonna spike so hard with his Chris Swordsman. Yeah, let's make a cut here. If you have any suggestions for the Pantheon, let me know in comments. And I will have to just turn the game off and recover from my depression, because I am depressed right now. I feel like I'm like 50 turns behind where I should be. The previous series felt like everything was so much slower. Yeah, crazy barbarians, sure. But not crazy AIs. And they are not even like authority AIs. I would maybe understand, okay, they have an authority and they're killing barbarians left and right, and that's just catapulting them ahead. No, they're both progress, and they're still so far ahead. I don't even want to know what would happen if Indonesia went authority. Or what else could it be? Did you go? Well, maybe if they could have gone organization and expertise, and that just gave them a fuck ton of early production. That's also possible. with a good starting location with their unique ability. I can see that. Yeah, but the fact that I'm starting to understand what's happening doesn't mean that I'm less depressed. So yeah, as I said, if you have any suggestion for the Pantheon, please leave the suggestions in the comments. We are done with this episode, so I hope that you liked it more than I did, and that you're gonna join me next time again. Until then, have a good time. Bye bye.